Alright, y'all, it's time to put on your capes. You ready for this? So, it's time to become superheroes. We need to become superheroes. Specifically, we need to become Superman. Yes, the overpowered Superman, so that we can increase our heart rate variability and we can not slouch in our chairs and be computer nerds and doom scrolling and walking around like the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Instead, we're going to open up our chests so we can breathe more deeply. Ready? You all ready for this? Okay. Okay, be dead. Now come back to life and be like, oh, Superman, oh. And then pretend to be Superman. Dun, 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 dun. That's the wrong one. That's like, what is that? That's Star Trek Enterprise. What is Superman? Nope, that's still the wrong one. I just had it. I know the Superman song. So now that we've held that long, I don't think we need to hold any more. Just to go be dead again. And then go help your dead friend with Superman. And we'll do this 5 times. Because it's new. And that's what we do. We do new things 5 times. We hold them for a couple seconds. We'll hold for 3 seconds each. Okay. Alright. Dead zombies. Superman comes to kill the dead zombies that are already dead, so they don't need to be killed. Okay. New bad guy. You figure out what it is. Alright. Flying around like Superman as far as you can with your chest up. Okay. One more. Ready? Okay. Well, this is the best exercise ever. Okay, that's it for today. What, you mean we have to go through the rest of the routine? Like, who wants to do that when you can just get fat, lazy, and die early? Yay! Alright, if you insist. So, the rest of the normally stuff, almost. Except for I'm also going to introduce, because it's Heart Week, we're going to do the deep breathing again at the end. And I'm also introducing Dead Bug for the goofy user request section, because that is yet another exercise that is like core oriented, that will help us get in. Let's do a handstand for 5 minutes. Okay, first thing is always the first, and that is we're too lazy to get out of bed. So we're gonna just sleep in bed, and we're gonna pretend like we're not too lazy to get out of bed. And we have to do that 12 times because this is 12 rep week. Okay, so that's 2 already, if you're following along. Otherwise you'll just have to go really fast and catch up already. It's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. You know what would be real punishment? Is if I like made us do both sides like that. Okay, so now that we're too lazy to get out of bed, but we're already up, now we sit up. And you do that 12 times. And you go from your I'm trying to get out of bed position to sitting up. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11D, 12 million, and 11. Okay, now we do, yes, it's too hot in here, as per usual. Overhead stretch. No, we didn't see that. I know you didn't. Hands outwards, up with them above, and then flip them outwards. Overhead. Hold for 12 seconds. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And regain some blood back in your hands. And then put them up again, like this. And then pull your arm with the other one to that side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And again for the other side, pull it that way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Need more Supermans in my life. Okay, now that we did that, okay, now we're gonna do the seated twist. So you're gonna do this, like that. I'll hold it for a second. I like the closer to the edge of the bed. Just holding it for a minute. Now checking it out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I could totally get dizzy if I had to do more of those. Now we're doing the wrist stretch because we're going to be on our wrists. The best way to do that is on your knees. On your knees. Okay. And then bend them forward a little bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, million, 13, 80, 60. And flip them around. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yay, and count. And, alright, now we're going from here to the cobra. And hissing like a snake. It's even better if you stick out your tongue. Okay. And then relax into it for a second. And then go, ow, my stomach hurts. And then we'll just do that. Instead of like holding it, we'll just go back and forth 12 times. 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 11. I kind of like that combined. Like, okay, now drag your arm back slowly. It's kind of like getting a little bit of cat-cow in there. And I lost my count. So this is it. We'll call this 12. Slowly rolling. Okay. So now that we know how to be snaky, we know how to do this. Go on your toes and be plinky. Snaky, plinky. Snaky, plinky. Okay. And if you don't have the strength to do that, do this. Or do some other bad form. Who gives a shit? You're working out your core either way. Alright. 12 times. 1, 2, 1. It was easier when I was talking. 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, I need a break for a second. Water. Where's the water? Of course I have to have water in an inconvenient place right now. That is the me way. Like they say, this is the way. Alright, so we're on 6. No, I'm not gonna edit that out. We just got a little break. Alright, 7, 8, 9, 10. This has to be amazing for osteoporosis because of how much like pressure you're putting on your arm bones from this. One more. Okay. And then resting for a second. Then we're gonna like do that sequence from your knees to the snake on your toes and then drop to elbows so that you're holding a plank. But this time I'm remembering to only do 5. Okay. Let's go back a little bit. Alright. From the cobra onto the toes. Yay, it's much more controlled today. Into plank. Hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I gained some strength. Okay. Cobra, toes, elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cobra to toes, elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna call that 3. Cobra, toes, elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do one more. Cobra, toes, elbows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then one of these days we'll be able to go back on our hands like that. And then down. And then back up again. Not today. Okay. Now it's time for the goofy user request. So it's basically like bird dog, except for it's called dead bug on your back. So your legs are down, and then arms out like this. Nope, opposite side. And I think it's like the other goes out like this. Alright, this is gonna take a second for my brain to not be retarded. And then switching like that. And then like that. And then like that. No, that's not it. It's the opposite. If this is pointing, that one's pointing. And then this one's like up. It's either being down or up. But if you were like doing bird dog, your elbow would be like this. And especially like that. So here, you know, like how we always do this thing like that. But now you're like doing the opposite hand as well. So, no. Yes. This one's up, that one's out. Right? No. That's not it. Because when you're doing trials and tribulations, bird dog is like, this one's out, this one's out, so that one's out, so the opposite hand's out. And you switched like this. And so the dead bug is supposed to just be the same thing on your back for my brain. Okay, we're just doing 5 of these. Okay, ready? Here, and then there. Yes. And then there. And then there. Well, okay. That's what we're gonna do for now. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Yeah. I went to 10 because that's 5 for each side. Alright. Thank you, user requests. These are lovely. So now we get to do cat-cow. Your cat, your cow, 12 times. 1 instead of 7 lives, you get 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now that you're here, put your arms out. Keep your butt in here. And then just stretch your arms out. Hold 12 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, or 14. Now we're doing angel wells. Well, angel well. It would actually look like this. did it against the wall. Arms up, straight up, like that. You gotta keep them against the wall, like that. And your butt's still on the wall. So 90 degrees, and then up. 90 degrees, and then up. So we're just gonna do that on the bed. That's 12 times. And then we'll do it to go into deep breathing. Yep. It's 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, stretch your back out. That's the point of this. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I think that deep breathing is good to do at the end of every exercise, just because it'll help your nervous system calm down, so you're not provoking heart palpitations. So just take a breath for a second, let yourself calm down for a minute, for a second, for an hour, for 40 days, and then take a deep breath in through your nose. And then just hold it, by hold it I mean don't actually hold it, just keep trying to breathe in as much as you can until you're like, okay, I'm good, and then slowly breathe out through your nose and just kind of relax it away. Alright, so we'll do that 4 times. That's 1. That's 2. If you're in the hospital and your heart is racing like 1,000,000 miles an hour, they'll make you take deep breaths, because most of us, our hearts will respond to that, and we'll calm down, and our heart rates will slow. Alright, just 2 more. Okay, and the Superman that we did will also help get your breathing to open. If you have a hard time breathing, that's definitely a good one that we've incorporated for getting your chest to be able to expand more. Alright, so that was group C today, and tomorrow we're doing group day, still heart week, so I'll be introducing another heart-provoking, I should say a heart-wrenching exercise. Alright, see ya, bye.